It is day 188 of the 25th anniversary Rick Hansen Relay. Today, the relay traveled to the Alberta Children's Hospital, where Hansen himself made a special appearance. Most of the students there are in their early teens, and they weren't even born when Hansen was on his original world tour. But the man in motion is certainly enjoying meeting a new generation of difference makers. Kevin Fleming reports.
Brent Hedden is a 13-year-old hockey player from Grande Prairie who was hit hard in a game in November.
When I first got hit, they said I'd never be able to move my arms again, and now I can.
During Brent's recovery, he's been attending classes at Dr. Gordon Townsend School at the Alberta Children's Hospital. It's a special day because Rick Hansen is visiting, along with his anniversary relay.
That's why I decided to wheel around the world. Is to try to help others.
Hansen's message to these teens is they can do anything. They're only limited by perception. Think big and great things can happen, and anyone can be a difference maker.
I'm a person who cares about healthy people living on a healthy planet and in an inclusive society, and continue to expand the way I see the world and how I can bring people together.
Many of these students say it's an honor to see Rick Hansen in person and hear him speak.
I've heard so much about him, and the tour, it was just amazing to just be graced by his presence.
Hansen's message is an inspiration for Brent Hedden and his mother, who say while the anniversary relay is at day 188, their journey has reached day 101 since Brent was hit playing hockey.
We don't know yet what the future holds for Brent, but he's a very, very determined child. And yeah, I think seeing Rick Hansen makes us know that anything is possible, and whether it's with a wheelchair or with his own legs, that he's gonna go on to have his dreams come true.
Just makes you want to keep going, because no matter what happens, there's always going to be something you can do.
We're all connected.
Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Calgary.
As for the relay itself, it's in Airdrie tonight, where end-of-day ceremonies are now underway. A large crowd was there to welcome the medal to the city. The relay is retracing the Canadian leg of the Man in Motion Tour from 25 years ago. 7,000 Canadians are carrying the medal as it visits 600 municipalities. And they are all considered difference makers in their community. And many say Rick Hansen has inspired them to work to improve the quality of life in their own hometowns. Our Bill McFarland joins us now live from Airdrie. Bill, people from all walks of life with all kinds of stories participating in this great event.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I spoke with, from one woman who's done a lot of volunteer work on behalf of McDonald's in this community, to another man who came here when there was just 500 people living here, has started a number of businesses and has been a developer in this community and helped grow it. But one of the more touching stories that I heard today was from a woman named Monica Rieger. She had a brain injury 27 years ago, just 2 years before Rick Hansen came through the first time. As a young woman in university at the time, she was kind of struggling to figure out what that meant for her mobility and for her life, struggling with a lot of things at that time. And she said, seeing Hansen come through, she said that if this guy can go around the world, I can surely get around my community and get done what I need to do. She finished off with a PhD in geography, worked in tactile mapping so that the blind could read maps. And she said it was a real inspiration for her. And so for her to come out here is kind of her way of paying it forward and saying thanks to Rick for the inspiration that she gave her at a difficult time in her life. And I spoke with another woman who you're going to hear from here in just a moment. And this is what access means to her.
I was a caregiver for someone with MS for 17 years, so I understand the difficulties of somebody that has limited mobility. So it means a lot to me to realize that everyone will eventually, hopefully, have access to everywhere.
So tomorrow the relay is going to take a break. They're going to be moving on though from there through Carstairs, up through Didsbury and Olds, and then eventually onto the coast where the relay will wrap up. Tara.
All right, Bill. Thank you. Bill